we have to do a segment of the show that we like to call Nerd News. It is last week's news today, and for this, as always, we go to the anchor desk, and our anchor person, Brent Williams, who has some...
I need to add that.
Did you hear that? I don't think you do, because he did a really
I
good
wanna
job.
do it.
That was pretty good.
It was very
All right,
good.
that's your job from now on.
Yes!
You're locked in, buddy.
I accept.
Yes.
Your terms are acceptable,
We
sir.
are in agreement.
I win!
All right, so, Brent, what have you got
My
for us
sister's
this
having
week?
my baby.
Okay.
Oh.
So, that's a Friends reference, by the way.
Wow.
That's a Friends reference.
Okay.
Yeah.
I did
really.
not know that.
Yeah.
Thank
Sorry,
you.
I stuck my hands in the air and I'm like, I'm Frank Jr.
I thought it was an Arkansas reference, but whatever.
Okay, well,
Brent, what do you got?
Our first story. There's this group out of Manchester. Did I get that right?
Manchester, England.
Manchester.
They're
They're called Bionic and the Wires, right?
Wait. Bionic in the wires?
No, Bionic and the Wires.
Oh, in
that's-
would have been cooler.
That's
Yeah,
gotta
whatever.
be an emo band.
Anyway, this is what these guys do. They grow mushrooms and other fungi. Hold on.
Yeah, they do.
And what they do is they hook them up to musical instruments because the growth cycle of plants, obviously, like photosynthesis or just growing or whatever, gives off electrical signals.
Why, obviously?
Well, because that's how life works.
Yeah.
I mean,
Larry.
did you pay attention in biology class?
Come on, man.
I did not.
Okay.
No,
Well,
there was
anyway-
a girl named Lisa Vukovic, and that's who I paid attention to.
Vukovic.
Lisa Vukovic.
Okay.
Dude, if you saw her, you'd understand why.
Okay.
don't
Shut
know.
up and do your thing.
Okay. So anyway, they harness these electrical signals to power musical instruments, right? So they have taken this mushroom. They got like this bucket of mushroom that's grown. They've got a bunch of wires coming out of it, and they hooked it up to a keyboard. And what they do is they have these actuators on there that get fired with the electrical signals that the plants puts off. And it's playing the keyboard. So we're going to listen to that now, if you guys don't mind.
All right, let's do it.
Let's hit it. Here we go.
Right?
I mean,
I just feel like he's a.
that.
It's the sound of
let's try that
mushrooms
again.
having sex.
I don't-
Here we
I
go.
don't
Ready?
know.
Let's try that again. Ready?
Go.
Boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats and boots.
I'm pretty sure that the Psychedelic Furs did this exact song.
It's not quite ghosting you, but it's pretty
Yeah,
good.
no, the Psychedelic Furs didn't hook it up to. They actually ate the mushrooms and then they wrote the. That's how that works.
That's why they saw the
All right.
ghost in you.
All right, so now we're going to go visit the rumor mill. Oh, very nice.
Thank you.
Thank you. Very nice. See, I'm going to make it a habit of this year. Micah has this thing where, like, when we think we're done with the bit, Micah adds this comment at the very end.
Yes.
And I was going through as I was going through all the episodes last year, I noticed how many times he did that, and we just ignored it like it didn't happen, like we're not catching it. So this year I'm paying extra attention. Every time we think we're done with something, I'm going to look over at Micah.
Okay.
I want him to be seen.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
I'm glad you're doing that. 'Cause
You know
I
what,
totally
Brett?
wouldn't do
You
it.
know
you're
what,
sitting
Brent?
next to the guy.
I see me.
Yeah, I see you.
I see me.
I see you.
I understand me.
Okay, so going back to the rumor mill. Going back, I love the second episode. It's so fun. Okay, rumor.
What do you mean? The first episode
Yeah,
of the
I mean,
night.
the
Rumor mill.
First episode. Rumor mill. Henry Cavill.
Yes.
And people say that this has been verified, but apparently he's in talks to play a villain in one of the upcoming Star Wars films.
What? I am on board with this.
I will be
But
on
where do we
board.
put his pretty face?
I will
right.
be on board. Well, hang on. They de-prettified him for Deadpool and Wolverine.
Well, just
The
don't-
cavalry.
Did they though?
Is it though?
Wow.
I mean,
That's the gayest thing both of you have ever
yeah,
said.
I mean,
But whatever.
It's Cavill.
I'll be gay for Cavill.
I'm gonna say
Yeah.
you're alone here.
I'm used to it.
You're
It's
the
fine.
outlier in this situation.
Yeah.
Just for this.
I'm
one.
the outlier and a bunch of nerds. What does that say about me?
Yeah.
Anyway,
All right.
you're
so
saying.
let's move on to the last part, and this is really fun. And I wish I could go, but I just can't. Schedule doesn't work out. However, this year, so Universal has this thing they do called Fan Fest or Fan Nights or something like that. Fan
Okay.
Fest Nights, maybe.
This is at Universal
Universal
Orlando?
Studios Orlando. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
And so April 25th through May 18th, I think, are the Fan Nights this year. But they're going to have where you can go through the actual Back to the Future set. Like you can walk through the courthouse downtown square thing. You can go to the Enchantment Under the Sea dance.
Oh, man.
They're going to have meet and greets with characters. Now, they don't say if they're the actual actors, which I
Yeah.
kind of doubt. They just say you
Probably
can meet Marty
not.
McFly and all that kind of
Yeah,
stuff. But, of course, they have 50s themed food that revolves around and, of course, the merch, right? They're going to sell they're going to have speed signs that say 88 miles per hour
Yep.
and out of time, and,
so
license plates, all
good.
that kind of stuff. But what
Out of time license plates.
yeah, but what I also thought was cool is the other properties are going to feature during these fan nights, right? So there are properties like One Piece. If you're into that at all.
Yes,
Oh, wow.
I am.
Oh, you were in One Piece.
he
I
was-
actually was in One Piece.
Yeah, you did do some
Now,
stuff.
keeping in mind that it is one of the longest running animes
Yeah.
ever.
It's been running for
and
like
I was
2,000
in
years.
one story arc.
Yeah.
So, like, some people know
It
me
counts.
because they watch the story arc,
Yeah.
and most people are like, huh?
Nah,
Yeah.
it counts.
Yeah, I think they found
Thank
like
you.
hieroglyphs in the pyramids of One Piece.
Oh, wow.
That's how long it's been running.
Wow.
Yeah, it's, yeah.
Bum, bum, bum.
No, the actual pyramids.
I was going to
Been
give a
running for a
gratuitous
long
laugh,
time.
but then I
Yeah.
was like, no, that's
So
awesome.
some of the other stuff that's running, Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
That'd be
Oh,
kind of
wow.
cute. A Super Nintendo World. They're going to have a meet and greet with Yoshi.
It's a me, Mario.
It's a me. And of course, Harry Potter, the Wizarding World, Harry
Of
Potter,
course.
which is one of the coolest. Like the last time I went to Universal, it was actually during COVID, right? So we had gone to Disney, and they were doing the everybody's 6 feet away, that kind of stuff, and they were practicing all that. You get to Universal, it's shoulder to shoulder. They didn't care at all. Their protocol was when you got up to the front of the line where you're about to get on the ride, a guy squirts a glob of hand sanitizer on you, and that's their protocol right there. There you go.
All right.
But other
And
than
as
that,
long as you
yeah.
don't cough directly in somebody's face,
But,
you can get on the ride.
But I loved. I mean, I like Harry Potter, but I loved the world. It's so much fun. The
It
rides
is.
are
It is
amazing.
a lot of fun,
Everything
yeah.
about it. Get to go to Diagon
The
Alley.
interactive wands.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
gosh!
Oh,
all
yeah.
that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And I remember I was standing at the end of the street, and the fire above the dragon above Gringotts will
yep.
shoot out fire.
Yep.
You can feel the heat at the
You
end. of the
can
street.
at
Oh
the
my
other
gosh.
end of the park.
Yeah,
in
it's so
Diagon
crazy.
Alley. Yeah,
At
you
the
can
other
feel
end of
it.
the alley. Yes.
Other end of the alley. Anyway, yeah. So that's it. That's all I got.
Awesome.
Well, that was a good one for this week's episode of Nerd News.
Slow on the draw there. Sorry.
You heard it here. Yeah, it was a little slow on the draw.
My reflexes are.
You heard it here last.